12th Ordinary Session of the Plenary Assembly of the Forum of Parliaments of the International Conference on the Great Lakes Region, held between 2nd to 6th April 2022 in Nairobi, Kenya. Honorable Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 43 to make this statement on an issue of general topical concern, namely the proceedings of the 12th Ordinary Session of the Plenary Assembly of the FPICGLR that took place from 2nd to 6th April 2022 in Nairobi, Kenya. Honorable Speaker, as you may be aware, the Forum of Parliamentarians of Member States of the International Conference on the Great Lakes Region is an interparliamentary organization of 12 parliaments of Member States of the International Conference on the Great Lakes Region, namely Republic of Angola, the Republic of Burundi, the Central African Republic, the Republic of Congo, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Republic of Kenya, the Republic of Rwanda, the Republic of Sudan, the Republic of South Sudan, the United Republic of Tanzania, and the Republic of Uganda, and also the Republic of Zambia. Of the forum's organs, the Plenary Assembly is the highest decision-making body and is mandated to, inter alia, approve the nomination of office bearers of the FPICGLR, adopt the forum's budget, adopt the reports of committees, adopt the recommendations and resolutions to governments and parliaments of member states, and to deliberate on all matters within the jurisdiction of the forum. The Plenary Assembly meets on an annual basis, and the venue of the event is held on a rotational basis between member states. Honorable Speaker, the theme for this year's event was the role of Parliament in conflict resolution. Since its establishment, the forum has been crucial in spearheading discourse on security, peace, stability, His opening address delivered by the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and Coordination of National Government, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, CGH, challenged member states on a 5-point question framework for reflection and action on the way forward, namely, 1, is the role of Parliament preventive or responsive? 2, at what stage in the conflict cycle should Parliament intervene? 3, to what extent should Parliament's intervention role be exercised? 4, which collegiate and peer review mechanism should parliaments adopt in supporting and holding each other accountable? And lastly, how can parliaments inculcate public participation of stakeholders in our built-in shared bonds into this conflict prevention and conflict resolution framework? We therefore must emphasize that Parliament and parliamentarians are important conduit for strengthening governance systems and enhancing democratic ideals. Honorable Speaker, the Parliament of Kenya was represented at the plenary by the following members. 1, the Speaker of the Senate, the Right Honorable Kenneth Lusaka. 2, the Senator Samuel Pugisho, who is also the President of the Executive Committee. 3, Senator Sylvia Kasanga, who sits in the Committee on Women, Children, Vulnerable Persons. 4, Honorable William Kanket, who sits in the Committee of Humanitarian and Social Issues. 5, Honorable Godfrey Muturi Kingangi, who is a member of the Committee on Peace and Security. And lastly, the Honorable Speaker, yours truly speaking, who sits in the Committee on Democracy and Good Governance. Honorable Speaker, at the close of the 5-day event yesterday, the forum adopted the Nairobi Declaration, which read as follows. 1, it calls for strengthening of efforts by ICGLR member states and other stakeholders towards diplomatic and peace-building measures aimed at resolving conflicts in the Great Lakes region. 2, calls for member states to ensure that all the conflicts in the region are resolved peacefully, and they will work tirelessly towards implementing the objectives of the Peace, Security and Cooperation Framework in order to attain stability and development. 3, calls for political leaders at national, regional and international level to support mechanisms aimed at resolving conflicts which have adverse global impact on economies. 4, calls for commitments from government as well as regional and international actors to work towards reducing the proliferation of small arms and to improve natural resource management to curb the incessant conflict. And lastly, calls for the ICGLR member parliaments to strengthen cooperation in the areas of peace-building initiatives to address regional conflicts. The comprehensive and detailed resolution will shortly be shared with all member parliaments for consideration and implementation. Honorable Speaker, in conclusion, I take this opportunity to record the thanks of the Parliament of Kenya to the 8 member parliaments of the Republic of Angola, Republic of Burundi, the Central African Republic, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Republic of Rwanda, the Republic of South Sudan, the United Republic of Tanzania, and the Republic of Zambia for honoring the invitation to this event and for their active participation in the deliberation. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Now, honourable members, there was an indication that the chairman of the Departmental Committee on Administration and National Security was to respond to a request made by the member for Borabu, the Honorable Ben Mumanyi. But I see the chairman and the vice chair are both not present. I've just been shown the response. I don't know why somebody was forwarding the statement to me. I don't even like seeing them because I don't know where they go, where they come from. But I've been shown, but I don't see the honorable Mwadhi and the other members of the vice chair. No, it cannot be responded by any other member. Anyhow, honourable members, we'll move to the next order so that we can conclude very quickly. So, sorry, Leader Majority. I will adjust what is on the order paper.
Okay.
What is shown on the order paper, I will adjust so that it reads not later than 3:15.
Okay.
Not later than 3:15 p.m. is when I will invite the Cabinet Secretary. Proceed, Honorable Kimunya.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 44-2A, I rise to give the following statement on behalf of the House Business Committee, which met on Tuesday, the 5th of April, 2022, to prioritize business for consideration. Honorable Speaker, as we are aware, today, pursuant to your ruling, we welcome the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury and Planning to make a public pronouncement of the budget highlights and revenue-raising measures for the government for the fiscal year 2022-2023 in accordance with Section 41 of the Public Finance Management Act of 2012 and Standing Orders number 25A and 244C. Now, Speaker, I wish to reiterate that time is of the essence for the House, and as members would appreciate this urgent need to consider and approve the budget estimates for the financial year 2022-2023 in addition to other budget-related bills. I understand the committees are having quorum-related challenges, making it difficult for them to process their business. I therefore wish to urge members to support the chairpersons and the House in the few sitting days remaining so that any important business is finalized within the stipulated timelines. Honorable Speaker, next week on Tuesday, the 12th of April, 2022, the following business has been scheduled for consideration. Number one is the Committee of the Whole House on the following bills. The Coffee Bill, being Senate Bill number 22 of 2020, to continue from clause 46. The Elections Amendment Bill, National Bill number 3 of 2022. The Elections Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 41 of 2021. And the Election Campaign Financing Amendment Bill of 2021. We'll also have the second reading of the following bills: the Huduma Bill 2021, which is a continuation, the Mang Bills Bill, Senate Bill number 9 of 2020, the National Disaster Risk Management Bill of 2021, the Prompt Payment Bill, which is Senate Bill number 16 of 2021, and the Startup Bill, which is Senate Bill number 1 of 2021. Honorable Speaker, I'm reliably informed that there are no questions scheduled for responses by Cabinet Secretaries next week. The House Business Committee will therefore reconvene on Tuesday, the 12th of April, 2022, to schedule the business for the rest of the week. Honorable Speaker, let me also take this opportunity to thank you for representing us yesterday in the funeral of the late Speaker Jacob Oulanyah of Uganda, where I had the pleasure of accompanying you. And the people of Uganda expressed their thanks to the people of Kenya, represented by this House. Honorable Speaker, I now wish to lay this statement on the table of the House. Thank you.
Next one.
Order number 8, the Elections Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 3 of 2022, second reading. Question to be put.
Order, members, take your seats. Take your seats. Member for Endebess. Honourable members, debate on this bill was concluded, and what remained for the question to be put, which I hereby do, that the Elections Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 3 of 2022, be read a second time. Will as many as that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Elections Act.
Next.
Order number 9, the Children's Bill, National Assembly Bill number 38 of 2021, second reading. Question to be put.
Again, honourable members, Honourable Sankok, please. I think the member for Endebess, you better go back to your place. That place doesn't appear to be good for you. Debate was also concluded on this bill, so what remained is for the question to be put, which I hereby do, that the Children's Bill, National Assembly Bill number 38 of 2021, be now read a second time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to give effect to Article 53 of the Constitution to make provision for parental responsibility, fostering, adoption, custody, maintenance, guardianship, care, protection of children, care and protection of children, to make provision for and regulate the administration of children's institutions, to establish the National Children's Council services, and for connected purposes.
Next order.
Order number 10.
Next order.
Order number 10, approval of the mediated version of the county government's Additional Allocation Bill, Senate Bill number 35 of 2021. Question to be put.
Take your seat. Member for Kitui Rural. Members, you should have dispensed with this business yesterday. I don't know why it's here today. Anyhow, debate was concluded, so I proceed to put the question, which is that pursuant to the provisions of Article 113, Clause 2 of the Constitution, and starting under 150, this House adopts a report of the Mediation Committee on the County Government's Additional Allocation Bill, Senate Bill number 35 of 2021, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, March 31st, 2022, and approves the mediated version of the County Government's Additional Allocation Bill, Senate Bill number 35 of 2021. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Order number 11, report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the coffee bill, Senate Bill number 22 of 2020. Question to be put.
Honourable members, again, debate was concluded. I proceed to put the question. The member for Awendo, where are you? Don't do that, don't do that. At least I can see you are being misled by the experienced member for Suna East. You just freeze. Honourable members, I put the question, which is that this House do agree with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the coffee bill, Senate Bill number 22 of 2020, and seek leave to sit again. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. The member for Suna East, you may now take your usual seat. You have been away for a long time.
Order number 12, the National Electronic Single Window System Bill, National Assembly Bill number 15 of 2021. Second reading. Question to be put.
Now, those ones who are walking very fast, please, just be where you are. Remain where you are. Member for Nyeri, please. I know you have stayed for too long already. Let's just finish this business, because, honourable members, you completed debate on this bill. Let me put the question, which is that the National Electronic Single Window System Bill, National Assembly Bill number 15 of 2021, be now read a second time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to provide for the establishment and operationalization of the National Electronic Single Window